What's up, y'all? Happy to have you back here. I'm B Walla, and we're going to talk about some prize picks today on Thursday, December the 21st. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you like this new format that we're going to try to do today. We did it yesterday. I think it worked pretty well. Unfortunately, the picks yesterday weren't off the chart, man. We went 50%, 4-4, which is not what we're after here. But man, we had some brutal hooks. Joel Embiid, he's been our man. He came through like he does. Full fantasy score, killed it. First half fantasy score, killed it. Also, Anthony Edwards did it for us. We got hooked on Sexton, man. He had the best odds to go over out of any play we had yesterday, and he only got 20 points. He needed 22.5, so that was a rough one. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Only game this entire season he's done that. Once we put him on the slip. Unbelievable sometimes, man. Ice Trey got us there. Derek White got us there. Gordon Hayward, man, I talked about how it would be Rozier or Hayward that I wanted to go for. The books liked Hayward better, so I tried to side with Vegas, but it didn't work out. So, rough day, but we're going back at it today. Thank you for joining us. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first prop today that I'm liking is Giannis to go over on his rebounds and assists. He's juiced actually at -166 to go over on his assist, which I thought was interesting. So that's why I like the rebound and assist prop better than just rebounds, which I think just rebounds is a good way to go as well. They definitely like that one on the books. 12 was a little bit low, obviously, for Giannis, but I mean, he hasn't even been playing that fourth quarter, so. But I do think that he can go over in just 3 quarters on this rebound and assist line at 17.5. It's a crazy day when Wembanyama has a higher rebound line than Giannis, so we got to take advantage of that. I really wanted to get some Wembanyama props today, but they really have him up high now. He's been putting down a lot of stats lately, so it's a tough one today. But I do like that Giannis starting off with 17.5 rebounds and assists. Go over on that guy. Next prop we're liking is Coby White, man. He's been our wagon, but he fell off last night. He had a bad game last night. I mean, there is a lot of offense on the Chicago Bulls, so it's tough to know exactly where those points are going to be going. But he still did it in the rebounds and assist category. If you want to go with that, I think that's okay too. I like just his over rebounds prop. That was one of my favorites as well, but we're sticking with over fantasy because I do think that he gets a little bit more involved in the offense tonight, going against the Spurs. We all know Spurs, one of the worst teams in the league. So Coby White looking good again tonight, over 38.5 fantasy points. Let's hope that he can get back on the streak that he was on, which was killing it. So that's going to be the second prop for today. There wasn't a lot for me to love on the Memphis Grizzlies today. If you want to, take a shot at John Moran again, that's a tough one. But the one that I was kind of liking the most here is going to be Desmond Bane over 2.5 turnovers. He's over this in 5 out of 5 of the last games. 2.5 turnovers. He's gone over the line 5 out of 5 times. He's been handling the ball a lot, He's pretty much just a dude who puts up points. He doesn't do much else out there. But going up against the Pacers, it's a lot of points being scored. The Pacers obviously one of the fastest paced teams in the league. So you have to imagine it's going to be Bane with the ball in his hands a lot, and I like that over turnovers for tonight. So I talked about Wemby. We wanted to get a Wemby prop, but it's just rough, man. If you want to do that over 49.5 fantasy score, it's definitely iffy, but I don't hate it. He's been killing it, but what we're going to go with today is over 2.5 blocks. He's over this in 4 out of 5, and The only game he didn't go over this on was the Lakers, which, good team, good defense, going up against AD. Going to be a lot easier today for him. Going up against the Bulls. I think it's going to be a lot easier for him today going up against the Bulls. So I do like that. Over 2.5 block shots for Wemby. This next three, it's kind of going to be a 3-pack. I'm just going to pull them up all at once because they all kind of go together. And I would proceed with caution on playing all three of them. I do think most likely 2 out of 3 are going to hit. But to have all 3 hit, they all 3 hit last game. So it is, it's definitely possible for them all to go over. I do think the line's a little bit low. Going up against the Clippers, good defense. So it is a little bit tougher, but Shea at over 53 fantasy score, over this in 4 out of 5, and like we said, he's kind of in the wagon too. It doesn't really matter who he's going up against, he's gonna drop that 30 points. Chet over 37.5. He put up 49 fantasy points in 3 quarters in the last game. So I do think if this game stays a little closer, we do get over that 37.5 pretty easily. And Josh Giddey, that's probably the riskiest one. Probably the riskiest one on the board today, but 25.5 is a low line. And we've heard a lot of trade rumors around Josh Giddey. And I think that's kind of what's going on here. He knows that he's on the trading block, so he is showing out a little bit more than he normally does. Because, we've all seen the allegations around Josh Giddey recently. I think he kind of wants to let his playing speak for itself. He's like, if somebody wants to pick me up, I'm a good player, or maybe he just wants the Thunder to keep him because he's definitely a good player, man. But with all the controversy and the boos and everything, it's definitely tough to have him out there on the court sometimes, especially if you're not playing at home. But all 3 of those over fantasy score props I do like. Tough matchup, but especially for Chet and Josh, it's just a really low number. 37 and 25 is just too low for them. And I do see SGA just getting there. He just always does. But last but not least, we got Karl Anthony Towns going up against the Lakers. Tough matchup, but we saw this exact same thing yesterday. He was going up against Joel Embiid, and he had a great first half. He went over on his fantasy. He went over on his points and rebounds. So right now I have the points and rebounds up on the screen over 31, but I do think I'd like his fantasy score prop whenever it comes out a little bit better. Let me double check, make sure they haven't put it out yet. Yeah, it's not up on the board yet, but whenever it does drop on the board, I think I will be taking that prop today, because yesterday it was at 37.5, which is just too low for Cat. He can easily drop 50 fantasy points, but he did kind of slow down in the second half. I do think that he can get there. They're going to need him. He's going up against AD, but he did it against Embiid yesterday, who's, arguably the hottest player in the league right now. But, yeah, that's all the props for today. Trying to make this a faster video. If you guys like the new format, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, please. And hopefully we can have a good day today. Yesterday, not the greatest day, but we're going back at them today. Hopefully it's a profitable Thursday, and I do like these props so far, and I'm keeping my eyes out as they roll out more props on the board. If you guys like anything that I missed, drop it in the comments below. And thank you guys for dropping in again today, and good luck tonight. Goodbye.